Hello again. It's Christy Johnson from Green Gardens. Today I want to talk about making your own bug spray. I don't care who you are, you're going to encounter bugs. And you can do all this hard work, making your garden and making sure they grow and fertilizer and all that good stuff. And then along comes a bug and destroys your crop. So I wanted a pesticide, but of course I didn't want to put chemicals on my crops. So what I did, I researched the internet and I found that neem oil is one of the strongest natural organic pesticide that you can use in order to prevent bugs from just devouring your plants. So you should always trial run your any type of pesticide. So like if you have 100 tomato plants, you want to spray one to see what happens to that. Give it a 24-hour period and see if the plant is still alive after you do it. So I have a recipe that I'm going to trial run. Now what I have here is a 24-ounce bottle. And a lot of recipes on the internet talk about gallons, but I have what I have. I got this little bottle from the dollar store. So I got a bottle, filled it up with warm water. This is already pre-prepared here. Let me get my glove on. It's already pre-prepared, but I'm going to walk you through what I did and the ingredients that I have. So what you do is you get yourself, what you're going to need is some neem oil. Now I got this from a health food store. It's probably not the size you would get for industrial size operations, but I'm very small right now, so this will do for now. And I'm researching the neem oil that I want to buy online that comes like by the gallon. But for right now, this will work. A little goes a long way. So what I did was I measured out 3/4 teaspoon of neem oil. So this is 1/4 measuring. So what I did was I put 3 times the amount. So 3 of these into this bottle here. So that will equal 3/4 of neem oil. So comes in a little dropper, so I just squeezed the dropper and filled a little teaspoon up, a little 1/4 teaspoon up, and dumped it into my bottle. Like I said, I got this from a health food store, so you can take that as a herbal supplement. I don't do it, not because I'm afraid of it or anything like that. I don't take it because the Lord hasn't shown me that I need to take it. So I don't take it. But I could if I wanted to. So that goes to say, if I spray this stuff on my plants, I'm okay because this stuff, it's edible. You're supposed to wash your crops and everything, do the best you can, but sometimes you're eating pesticides, so at least I know with this, if I eat it, I'm only getting nutrients. And spraying it on your plant, it does add it's not only a pesticide, but it's also a fertilizer for your plants. So that's another added benefit. Now, remember when you were in class, they told you that water and oil does not mix. So when I put the oil and the water together, and you want to use warm water so that it could mix better, but when I put the oil in it with the water, all the oil is going to be at the top. It's not here because it's not in this situation because I've already prepared this. So in order for it to mix well, you have to use your liquid soap. Now you can use dish soap. But the thing of it is that nowadays they make the dish soap to the point where it's all in these fantastical colors and it's concentrated, and they put other things in there to get your dishes clean, which is all well and good, but you don't want to ingest that. So you want to get the purest form, the most organic, natural form of soap that you can. So I got this stuff online, but you can find Castile soap in the store. And you can even find like peppermint Castile soap, lavender Castile soap, and these lavender and peppermint, bugs hate those too. So, but what I did was my Castile soap, I'm so delighted with this soap. It's made out of coconut oil, sunflower oil, castor oil. I don't know what potassium hydroxide is, citric acid, and rosemary extract. But again, this says organic. Well, it says made with organic oil. So I got it as organic as I could possibly get it, y'all. So, but what you want to do is you want to take your soap. Like I said, you can use dish soap, but you want to use the soaps that are branded as organic and, fragrance free, chemical free, all that type of stuff. So you want to use that. And I poured in for this 24 ounce. I had to get up to about, I want to say 2 teaspoons just to make the oil and the water mix well. And so you would shake it till it would all mix well. Eventually the oil will come up back to the top, but it doesn't come back up to the top until, ooh, y'all, the daggone bugs. See, I'll never get used to that. I don't care how much of a farmer I'm trying to be. I'll never get used to bugs. I don't really get down with them like that. But maybe I need to spray myself with this neem oil. But the neem oil doesn't really smell that hot. I mean, it's not like a horrible, horrendous smell. But it doesn't smell that good, and bugs don't like it. But it also doesn't smell that good to humans as well. So that's how you'll always know if you truly get neem oil, because it has a smell to it. So what you want to do is, where was I at? Where I got distracted by that daggone bug. You want to shake it, and it'll be dispersed just long enough for you to spray your target. And then every new plant that you go to, you will go and shake it beforehand. So shake before use. So I'm going to demonstrate on this clone tree. Well, not tree, I'm sorry. On this clone plant over here, I had to strip off its bottom leaves because it had this weird, like, you could tell it was like infested by a bug, but I couldn't see it. I didn't see the bug. But you could tell there were like trails of where the bug had gotten inside the leaf. Didn't like eat the leaf, but it was like eating the inside of the leaf. And clome is from the cabbage family, and it comes from it's indigenous to Africa, although I did hear that also some parts of South America. But what happens is that if you ever try to grow cabbage or anything like that, or broccoli, those things are so hard to grow because bugs just love it. And it's just the most irritating thing. Now, when I grew clome, I grew it because, for one, God showed it to me in a dream. And number two, it makes a beautiful flower. And I said, well, even if I don't do anything medicinally with this, I can still, partake in the beauty of the flower. But I do believe that the leaves are edible. So I am planning on actually eating these leaves. And I'll let y'all know if I'm still alive after I eat the daggone leaf. But in Africa, they do eat clome. And one of the things that I've learned is that if you eat food from where your ancestors are from, it can be more beneficial to you. You know, so like if I was from Ireland, whatever herbs that grow indigenously to Ireland, if I was an Irish woman and I ate that, it would be more beneficial to me. Um, Same thing with this plant. If it has its roots in Africa, then I will eat this plant and it would be more beneficial to me as an African American. Now there's a whole science behind that. I'm not just pulling this up out of the thin air, but you don't generally hear these theories or studies being talked about. I can go off on a tangent here, but I'm gonna try not to, you know, because a lot of times people make fun. Oh, you know, yeah, African Americans, what they do is they big on watermelon, but you know, watermelon didn't just come from America. That plant has its roots in Africa. So, you know, watermelon is beneficial to every race, but the enslaved people knew what they were doing when they ate watermelon. It's full of water, hence the name watermelon. And when you're working, toiling all day in the field, watermelon is a very refreshing, smart choice. So anyway, got off on a tangent there, y'all. Sorry about that. So anyway, let me demonstrate how you want to spray your plant, okay? So you would just spray it, douse it down. And you want to go, well, shake it first. And you want to go underneath the leaf because that's where most of the bugs like to lay their little eggs. And what this thing will do is it will disrupt the life cycle of the bug. Now, if this plant is outside, which it is, you want to spray it at least once a week. More if it rains. Like tomorrow we're expecting heavy downpours. So it's going to wash off all this stuff. And I failed to mention that the soap acts as a sticking agent. Makes this stuff stick on here. Makes your spray and your solution stick. So that's another reason why you need the soap. So there you have it. I'm going to take you into my greenhouse so you could see what was going on with this clome leaf. And like I said, it comes from the cabbage family, and so therefore it's being attacked. None of my other things that I've been growing is being attacked. You could also use your neem oil spray for your tomatoes. Maybe some of y'all might know what this stuff is. Where it just look like trails. Either something's living inside of it, or I don't know what they're doing, but it's pretty disgusting to me. Like I said, I don't care how long I've gardened or be a daggone farmer-esque type person, I will never get used to these bugs. I don't like them, but I'm hoping this spray is going to cure these plants of this disgusting bug issue, whatever it is. But it's attacking my clome. I won't know until, well, you know, once it makes the damage, it's not going to go back. But I just want to see that the damage has been, what do you say, quarantined, or it won't get any worse. So we'll see, and I'll do another video to show you. And this is a trial run, so I don't even know if this is going to work. We're going to see. So we come back and the daggone clome is, you know, dead or something because I sprayed this spray. Then maybe we need another method where I'll just strip the leaves off. And then won't have to deal with whatever this infestation is on these leaves. See, here's some more. Just really, really bad. And again, you want to spray the underside because that's where they lay their eggs. Little nasty things. So, let me see here. I want to show you how to use the spray on the tomatoes, okay? So, here, let's just here. I'm gonna put the thing. Hold on a second, y'all. Here, I'm walking. I don't want y'all to see my horrible fence. It's embarrassing, okay? All right. So look. Okay, here we go. the tomatoes. Like I said, do a trial run. Spray, douse this down. I've already pre-doused it down anyway, but I just want to show y'all. Just douse it down. Go underneath the leaves. Now this is flowering. Let me see. This is flowering. A lot of people don't want to spray with pesticides while they're flowering because the bees won't want to come and pollinate. But what I know about tomatoes is they don't need bees. So if the bee comes here and smells this stinky stuff, it's okay because tomatoes don't need bees. Because what they have is, you can see better on this plant, they have, and I can't differentiate between the two, but you see how these flowers are all like clustered together? They kind of pollinate each other, like they kind of knock into each other. I don't want to say they wind pollinated, but I don't know exactly, but they somehow end up pollinating themselves. So they don't really need a bee. A bee can come and it can only just be beneficial to the plant, but they still gonna bear fruit regardless, with or without the bee. And look at my tomato, y'all. Done got big. I'm so happy about this tomato. But it's coming along. All right. So anyway, so you sprayed down your tree. I mean your tomato plant, and then you see what happens tomorrow. I'll take y'all out here tomorrow, see if the daggone tree's still alive. The tomato, I mean, plant's still alive. And I suggest spraying not in the heat of midday, but you want to spray either early in the morning or you want to spray it at night when the sun is going down, because you don't want to scorch your plant, because they'll be all shiny and glistening in the hot summer sun, and then the leaves will get scorched. So you don't want to do that. Okay, so that's it, y'all, for today. And if you got any questions, comments, maybe I told y'all something wrong, let me know. I don't know it all. Maybe you see something in the garden where you were able to identify what that issue was on the clone. Just let me know. So, all right, like I said, I don't know everything. I don't think anybody knows everything, but we can all help each other, okay? So God bless you all, and I will update you tomorrow, the 24-hour period. I come back here, and we'll look at this and see what happens, see if they're all dead. Hopefully not. But we'll see. We'll work it out, y'all, okay? And then if it works, you want to use my recipe that I researched and came up with, okay? God bless you all. Bye-bye.